poppin', everybody? This is Sabro24. Got a match using a Psychic Wobbuffet deck today. It's going to be Wobbuffet with a bunch of Golbats and some other Psychic techs. Build up the damage and use Wobbuffet. Block your opponent's abilities, do some good damage. It's kind of like the Phantom Forces, Wobbuffet Crobat deck, only much weaker. But yeah, I'm not really gonna post a deck list of this video. I just make these Psychic decks with Wobbuffet and shit all the time and use them. I just don't show them, but this one's a pretty good game. So I'm gonna open up with Hoopa. Using this Pokemon is pretty good with Hyperspace Punch. You put 40 in your opponent. You do 20 to two different Pokemon, and you can choose both bench Pokemon. You can choose the active, all sorts of shit. Big basic Pokemon with 130 HP, not bad. And actually we have the Dawnwings Necrozma, and this Pokemon is pretty good. Gonna let me use the GX attack. The free switching shit is good since it's a Psychic Pokemon is not blocked. As you guys can see, I have the Max Elixir in hand too. This is what we aim to do. We have a lot of Psychic energies. Aim to power up quickly my dudes this way, since we don't have the Stadium Dimension Valley. I gotta use shit like this. Enhance Hammer attack. It's basically a anti-meta stun annoying kind of deck. Wobbuffet. What do you expect? My opponent is going to be playing Glaceon, it seems, and he played down the Mewtwo too. Okay, that can be a good thing because I can hit that thing for weakness, but it can hit me for weakness too. Wobbuffet. And yeah, you can pair Wobbuffet with all sorts of shits. I had a deck when I used it with Toxapex. This doesn't run Toxapex. It's mostly Wobbuffet 4, as you guys can see. I want to open with him, and the bats. But yeah, with the new Forbidden Light Psychic shit, we have a lot of stuff to work with. Obviously, this deck doesn't aim to discard shit to the discard pile and use Malamar and shit, but that's gonna be the way to go. Honestly, that's just too good. All right. I can attach a Psychic Energy, and we got the plus from the Max Elixir too. And, should I use the Field Blower? Let's just use it, I guess. Why not? Get rid of the Choice Band there. It wasn't really going to do much, but just so I can have a more powerful Cynthia. And we drew a bunch of shit. We drew the Enhance Hammer again, which is a good thing. I can't wait to play this when my opponent plays a DC. Gonna use the Ultra Ball. Get rid of the Ultra of the Moon and Wobbuffet. And we are going to grab the Zubat. Now this probably was a bad idea. Oh yeah, am I gonna grab the, no, Zubat. Yeah, I should have grabbed the Tapu Lele maybe, just so I can have a supporter next turn. But I guess I'm just feeling super confident. Parallel City. Gonna play this down to annoy the opponent as well. So as you guys can see, all sorts of disruptive, annoying cards that just fuck with your opponent. That's basically what this deck does. Wobbuffet should rotate out soon. I think this is its last format. As soon as we lose Generations or what have you. Maybe that set is going to survive. Who knows? I still don't know how they're going to do the rotation. A lot of people have speculated. Maybe they'll get rid of the break sets and leave fucking Fates Collide. Oh, not Fates Collide. I think, yeah, Fates Collide, Steam Siege, and the sets above Fates Collide. Some people say they're going to get rid of all that, and possibly only Generations and Steam Siege are going to remain. And there's also the chance they're going to get rid of everything. They might do that, to be honest. I think they might do that. We shall see. We'll see. But things like Breakthrough and Breakpoint, they're definitely out of the picture. Things like, what's the set in between them? Not Generations. I think there's another one. Or maybe it's Generations. Yeah, I think we're going to lose that too, maybe. But there's another reprint set, I think, anyway. Alright, so my opponent did his shit. We're going to use Enhance Hammer. And unfortunately, in a deck like this, since I block my own abilities too, I don't have the Mime. It'd be pointless to have him. I wish we had the Psychic Mime from Plasma Storm and shit. I could have used that. But this isn't expanded. Okay, so I'm piling up the damage, doing some decent damage with Hoopa here, targeting down the Zoroark GX. That can be kind of a threat since it has a resistance too. I'm trying to put as much damage on it as possible. Maybe he won't even use it at all, but yeah. So my opponent attaches a water energy and can't really do much since he doesn't have a DC, it seems. And he played down to Tapu Fini. Man, I want to get those guys, Tapu Fini, the full arts. I think there's a deck I want to make where I just attack and switch and shit. It's probably not going to be good, but it'd be good if I try to. Nobody give a fuck about that card, and I'm trying to trade for it now, and I can't find trades for it. They just want my Tapu Lele. Everybody just wants fucking Tapu Lele or some other high-end shit. And I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. Okay, so we're going to play the other Wobbuffet. Going to use Max Elixir again. I hit that once again. Very nice. Another Psychic Energy. And I'm running like, I think 14 Psychic Energies in this deck. And it's mostly basic Pokemon and just the Golbat Stage 1 line. So I have a lot of space for consistency and what have you. So that's why we're able to utilize the Max Elixirs and a lot of energies nicely. So I decided to retreat here, lose energies, but uh, Hoopa, we might use that later too, you never know. I'm just going to get the knockout now that I can with Wobbuffet since the fucking Glaceon had those two energies, didn't manage to get an attack the previous turn, and I'm going to kill it now. So good shit, and now I'm going to be blocking my opponent's abilities to all of them besides Tapu Lele. So yeah, you can't use the Zoroark GX. I mean, it'd be good if I managed to block him in the beginning, but unfortunately we didn't open with Wobbuffet. Usually you're probably going to open with him if you run 4. That's the point. If you want to run this kind of deck for as long as Wobbuffet is around, he's not a bad Pokemon. It's just he has difficulty being used and shit with the stuff today. But now with the Forbidden Light, maybe he's going to come back. Who knows? For a little bit at least. But you can use him in Dusknoir too. And kind of open with the guy to slow down the opponent and slowly build Dusknoir. You don't have to use Rayquazas. You can do all sorts of shits. Alright, so my opponent used Guzma, I believe, at least that's what I think. Brought out the Malamar here, and what the fuck am I saying, Malamar? Donwink's Necrozma, and his Tapu Lele, and I'm gonna grab the Floatstone with the Skylight since I think I want to attack. I don't want to mess around here. So we'll activate our free retreat shit as well. So gonna retreat to, let's see, should I bring out the Hoopa again? Yeah, I think it makes sense, Hoopa. And attach the Psychic Energy here. And we are going to Hyperspace Punch and choose Glaceon and Zoroark. Yeah, I should have chose Tapu Lele just because I have the choice band and I was going to get the extra damage. Maybe. I mean, it probably isn't a threat, Tapu Lele, but since I can get free extra damage, maybe it was a good thing. We do run Guzma in this deck as well, so maybe I'll pull later on, who knows. But for now, Glaceon and Zoroark GX. So I'm really fucking with my opponent, hasn't taken prizes yet, and I'm putting up the hurt. Obviously this deck loses to Agirola, Max Potion, this kinds of shit, because then Wobbuffet becomes useless. But if your opponent can't do that, I'm good. And my opponent uses Guzma again, brings out the Wobbuffet, and attacked him. I didn't manage to kill Hoopa yet. It's too bad for him, but we are going to. And let's see here. Let's see. I'm gonna retreat. Bring out Hoopa again. Might as well get the plus with the choice band here. Right. I mean, I think, yeah, Wobbuffet wasn't gonna do enough damage on with 20 on that dude anyway. Hoopa is the way to go. Get one last attack. And let's see, gonna use the Max Elixir again. We hit another energy, very good. Gonna put this on the Donwink's Necrozma. I might not even get the opportunity to use the GX attack since I'm winning. But hey, you never know. My opponent's gonna start getting prizes. and I might slow down in killing Pokemon. So Hoopa, your last attack, you did pretty good. This guy's pretty good. He's probably going to be a good basic Pokemon to run in these Psychic Malamar decks as well, because Portal Strike is a good attack for 3, 130. It's just a nice legendary basic Pokemon. You guys know how these Pokemon are. Hyperspace you can attack pretty quickly and do solid damage with. Good shit. And, I wonder if Glaceon is going to be good. I mean, it probably won't against this Malamar deck that I'm speaking of. I guess this match has been the next commentary about Malamar decks and shit. But yeah, because you don't really block Malamar. I mean, I guess you block Necrozma. That can be trouble for them, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Gardevoir is definitely going to be on top, though. I feel like that deck is going to be on top again, if it isn't already again. Alright, so my opponent is going to get 2 knockouts now, so hey, before you know it, we're even. I managed to get some good shit with the spread. But now with the Choice Band and the Kukui, I think I just do enough damage to get a one-hit knockout on this dude. Let's see, it's going to be 80, 110, and with the Kukui, 130, so exactly. So my opponent probably wasn't expecting that. And that was a pretty big deal, getting the knockout on this dude. He doesn't have any energy in play. Doesn't have shit. What will you do, opponent? He might have to use... well, he has an energy on Tapu Fini. Yeah, he might have to use that to use the GX attack and shit. But anyway, Psychic Assault. We get the knockout on Glaceon GX here. Good stuff, exactly 130. And I get 2 more prizes, get a bunch of supporters. Man, we've got 2 Cynthias and 2 Sycamores in hand. What a waste. I guess that means that I'm gonna Cynthia, I can't Sycamore, lose all of them. Anyway. And I guess my opponent could use the GX attack. He probably will. Just move the Downrinks Necrozma out of the way, because that can be a threat shortly. Wobbuffet isn't going to do much now since this dude doesn't have damage on. But yeah, the other dude probably is. And managed to get a Glaceon GX quickly again, ready. I guess with a DC and an Aqua Patch, you get that shit ready quickly. That's the point. And I wonder if he's going to use it or just favor Tapu Fini. It seems, yeah, he decided to retreat and use that guy. Not the greatest move, I think, but what the hell do I know? Gonna play the Zubats down. I gotta get them in play, get the Golbats in play, get the benefits. We only use one of them. Man. And I guess what you can do is you can use Greninja GX with Wobbuffet too, since that guy's coming out, and do the Crobat shit from Phantom Forces. It was a different format, so I don't think it's going to be as good, but yeah. And I put the Psychic Energy on this dude. And we have an option here. I can retreat and attack, or just stay there and do shit damage. Interesting, interesting. And we're going to go with Psychic Assault. 40, I guess, with a Choice Band, and it's not bad. I am going to die, so won't be able to do any more, but Wobbuffet did good enough. Only going to get 1 prize to him. So my opponent going to use Rescue Stretcher here. What are you going to do? Recover to the deck or grab something to the hand? And he goes with the recovery effect. I never really use that, almost never. I just grab it shit to the hand. I don't know. And I guess it works out for him since you can use the EV effect and evolve that way. Chose not to do it, it seems. Weird. Alright. And I promote the Zubat here. Why the hell did I do that? I mean, I guess we did top deck the Cynthia. Let's see, and Golbats here. Okay, good. So now I have free retreat, I can retreat. And We are going to, I mean, if I do the extra damage on Glaceon, I don't think I get a knockout. Fortunately, 120 and 20 isn't going to do it. I'm 20 short. Too bad. I mean, if we had another Golbat, it would be game, but I don't. I've got no way to search it. So, still putting the damage on the Zoroark. That might even be a bad thing, but I guess we do this. I mean, if I use Guzma, I can actually target that guy down and kill him with my Dawnwings Necrozma. Won't be affected by resistance. So Dark Flash, let's just do 120. Put the heart on you. He's not dead, but he's in a position where he's going to have to retreat. If he leaves him there, it's dangerous for him. Okay, and I've got the Tabu Lele in hand, got Sycamore, got the Fury Belt, fighting Fury Belt, yeah. What shall we do? What shall we do? Interesting. My opponent, I'm pretty sure it's just the time now. He's going to use the GX attack, shuffle me back in the deck. It makes sense to do it since I don't have anything else in play. I mean, you got to do it, otherwise you're dead, possibly. And yeah, he is going to go for that play, the Tapu Fini GX play, and use his trade-in. Now, the thing is with Glaceon GX is I think, actually never mind. Okay, so Dawnwings Necrozma back into the deck, and I'm gonna bring out Golbat. Don't have much of a choice. And should I attack with Golbat? It's gonna do good damage on everybody, but I don't know. I mean, what will we do? I can use the Tapu Lele and grab the Guzma too if it's in the deck. It probably is. So Tapu Lele, here goes. What do we got? And yeah, here's the Guzma. I am going to grab you, and we don't have really much else, just a bunch of psychic energies. Right. So Guzma, I'm going to promote my Wobbuffet and pick the Zoroark, get that stuck there. Hopefully that works out. I'm blocking my opponent's abilities this way, and with 50 HP with the Fury Belt, I might be safe. So we don't attack this turn, but by next turn, if my opponent gets stuck there, I should be able to do some shit. But this wasn't that great of a play. If my opponent Guzmas, it's basically all for nothing. But I don't think there was much else I can do. And yeah, he does Guzma. Surprise, surprise. So, not good. But I mean, I guess, well, I wasted my one Guzma. That's what happened. Okay, so my opponent decides to snipe now with the Tapu Fini, kill the other Zubat. I guess it's on the right play. I won't be able to get the other Golbat plus now. So at this point, I am just going to use Wobbuffet. We don't have much of a choice. Hey, whatever, use it. And maybe I can't get another fucking Dawnwings Necrozma out. We shall see. Get him ready. Who knows? And my opponent actually does have the advantage now. He only needs to kill one thing. So I can use the GX attack, perhaps, if I get you ready. So 20 damage only with Psychic Assault. Not that good, but that's what Wobbuffet does when you don't have damage. My opponent's going to put the Choice Band on the Tapu Fini, and he has spread around. He has energy spread around on his Pokemon, but these decks, I know they don't probably run a lot of energy, so maybe he gets kind of stuck here, making him do all sorts of weird plays with Wobbuffet fucking with him, making him do some shit. So he actually won't be paying attention to what he's doing. You guys are gonna see what happens. He lost a lot of resources. He doesn't have any DCs left. Gonna use Cynthia here, and he's gonna take out basically. So yeah, it made him go crazy. So yeah, he scoops right there. So that's game for me. Even if you don't win, you fuck with your opponent so much, you win that way. Wobbuffet. So hope you guys enjoyed this random game I decided to post. Hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends. SaberWolf94, what's up?